everybody, welcome back to some more Kenshi. Between episodes, I went ahead and I made the wall just like I said I would. Did like the basic, researching the stuff that doesn't actually take up any books, other than of course researching the wall. Researching the stuff doesn't take up any books, like, chests to hold things that doesn't take books, so I researched it because I had to kill time to make the wall anyway. However, we have a different crisis of everyone's really, really hungry, as you can see. So we're going to have to deal with that. I've been messing with the volume a lot for the game, lowering the music volume and raising everything else. So we'll have to see what it sounds like. You guys will have to let me know what it sounds like. Hopefully we won't go deaf when the music kicks into high gear, because sometimes it gets really loud because the sound balancing in the game is not great. Also, you may notice that the webcam looks really dark right now compared to usual. That is because there's a nice breeze, and so I have a window right up here open. Now the camera sees the window and thinks it's like a fucking solar flare going on outside, so it's darkening everything. But you don't see the window. And there's nothing I can do to tell the camera that it can see that, but you can't see that, so it shouldn't need to auto-adjust that. But it is. So as an experiment, I'm going to use my hand and show you a magic trick. I'm going to block out a part of the camera you can't even see anyway, and then look at my face and it'll get really bright. If I put my hand there. Oh, look, everything's all bright and shiny and the colors are vibrant. And I'm just blocking, like, just a little bit of the wall. I take my hand away. Starts to auto-adjust and get really dark again. But at least you can see that I have skin pigment now. Normally I look like I'm a ghost, and I am pretty pale, but normally you can't tell that I have any color whatsoever. It's like my shirt is my skin. Now you can see there's actually a big difference between my skin and a white shirt. Like a big difference. So yeah, now you can actually tell. Which probably means if I were to flex my giant muscles, it wouldn't just look like a tube, because you'd be able to see like definition and shadows and stuff instead of a white blob. So yeah, you prefer this lighting? You're a human and not a vampire? I don't like how dark the background is, and how dark I look even. What if let me do a full screen preview here. It's so dark. I'm not the biggest fan. The biggest fan is over there. It's actually not that big a fan, actually. It's off camera, it doesn't matter. You can't even see it to understand the context of the joke. It's a fan. Anyway, I am going to get rid of that preview, put it on my other monitor, and we're going to play Kenshi now. So, MDB doesn't like dark things. I use dark mode on most stuff. Anyway, so we have our wall here. Here's kind of how I decided to shape the thing. It's almost identical to what I was doing on stream last time. It's very, very slightly different. That's because I had to reload an old autosave because I was stuck in a bad way. Hold on, when we load it in, there's a raptor clipping through the wall halfway. That's actually something to be concerned about, by the way. Sometimes when big herds of animals walk up against a wall, they're trying to kind of fan out and go as like a side-by-side group. And when they collide with a wall, they smush in and don't really know what to do. Sometimes smaller things like blood spiders will get pushed through the wall. And that's really unfortunate, because if a blood spider were to, like, let's say there's a big pack of blood spiders coming here, and they were to ram up against this wall, some might get pushed into the wall. So what they would then do is try and follow the pack and leave through the door. So what they would do is try and bash the door open from the inside and walk out. But if they see anyone else, like our guys inside the base, well, they do that, they're just going to attack us. Then the whole group will attack and bash on the door like it's nothing and just eat us. So it is still very dangerous. Once we upgrade to defensive walls, which are thicker, that is less likely to happen, but still possible, because I've had a test file in a swamp before. Actually, it's a swamp biome, but it's not literally a swamp. It was the burning forest, which is over here. If you look in my 7 Great Tips to Improve At video, that takes place in the burning forest. So thicker walls will keep that from happening as much. The groups of blood spiders in this swamp tend to be much smaller than in the Burning Forest, though. In the Burning Forest, you'll often see groups, like a pack of blood spiders that are 30 blood spiders. It is fucking insane. Anyway. Oh, right, and the only other thing we did is we went ahead, we obviously had to buy a lot of food because this took a long time. You could double wall it, we could potentially. We also bought a sleeping bag from the store and put it down because we had a lot of wounded because we did get in a few fights. There were a few skirmishes with small groups of blood spiders. And so some people have been hurt, and so it's nice having a sleeping bag until we can get fibers to make fabric to make our own proper beds, which give you 8 times healing speed. A sleeping bag will give you 4 times healing speed, which is at least enough that we're not going to have limbs flying. Because, you know, even if you're functional and stuff, like this right leg is at negative 94. Even if he can hobble around a little bit, if he gets hit in that leg, it's coming off. If you go past negative 100, it falls off and you can't reattach it. You need to get a robo part. With a leg, that's a problem because you're basically useless until we get you a new leg. Also, thanks for following there. I am Sin Boy. Welcome to the flock. Hope you enjoy the stream. That name's hard. So yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to keep going. Our money is getting a little bit not so good. We have about 4,200. I think we're going to have to go buy some more food. I might just run to Mudtown and do that. I also wouldn't mind checking out this place and seeing just exactly what that is. Thanks for following, Jack Bull. Welcome to the flock. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Who here has the least fucked up legs right now and isn't about to keel over? Dejin, probably? Yeah, Dejin's pretty healthy. He has jobs turned off right now anyway. Okay. You'll notice I still have everybody set to stealth, by the way. If they stealth around the village and people are walking around the outside of the walls, then they will continue to build stealth skill. So they're going to move slower, but they actually don't need to move that much. And I'd rather they get the stealth skill, so if we ever get attacked by bandits, we can literally just hide in the corner of the wall. They won't find us, and they'll end up leaving when they realize there's no food for them here. So that's actually a good strategy. So I think what we're going to do right now is go for a little bit of a jog with Dejin. So open that up, and Dejin, we're going to unstealth him, and it's loading the world a little. There we go. That's the only thing about when you load the game. And close that again. I'm going to just have him walk over there, and we're going to follow him so we can figure what direction that is. Is that back this way, I think? Yeah, it looks like it. And again, raptors aren't hostile unless you attack them first. The annoying thing is they might go after our crops. Oh, fuck. Pathfinding got stuck on the corner. There we go. Okay. So, we have some crops. They're just almost invisible right now unless they're growing. Here we go. We have our rice weed farm starting up right here. It's just starting to grow. It's a small one. We're going to be able to get our own food going soonish. We haven't started on our plate production, and we haven't started on our, what do you call it? Our stove, our cooking stove yet. We're getting the crops going, though. And I believe we also have hemp over here. That's rice weed. Do we have a hemp farm? I don't remember. They're pretty much invisible. Trying to find a farm in the dark swamp. We might not have one started yet. That's fine. I believe we have both research because we bought a bunch at the beginning. If I check inventories, we'll know. Okay, we must have a hemp one started because we have very little hemp still on us. Okay. We have a little bit of bought food on us. Yeah, we're going to give that to... Give the leftovers there to MDB so he eats something. Play production. Potter break. I don't want to reach over for it. Still getting used to new style? I don't... What new style? Is everyone dead yet? No. We're fine. Although people are quite hungry. We're going to get some more food soon. Okay, so if I do this, we're on top of whatever this is an encampment of. I don't see any animals here. Yeah, I don't know what that's an encampment for. I don't see anything. I don't see blood spiders. I don't see raptors. And apparently we're really close to it. Huh. I'm going to guess it's a raptor spawn point. All right, over to Mudtown. I'm going to guess it's a raptor spawn point. Because this area seems to be just flooded with raptors, to the point that we might actually need to fight them. I'm worried that they're going to realize that there are farms in here from outside and end up bashing the door. You'll notice I have everybody set to passive preemptively. I'm worried, because if they start trying to bash the door, my guys are going to attack them, and my guys can't win a fight with those raptors, like, for sure. No way we'd win a fight. Are the walls breakable? And if so, how hard is it for people to break through them? The walls are breakable, but most don't target the walls. They'll target the gate. The gate will hold off enemies for not very long. I would say, like, at regular speed, it depends on the size of the group, really, how many people are attacking it more than anything. So I guess it's a hard thing to predict. We'll go talk to him. I believe he sells drugs and food. It really depends on the size of the group. More than anything, it depends on how many people are attacking it, but not long. I'm going to sell the cargo pants, the teeth. You know, I should have went around collecting all the teeth that everybody had from all the blood spiders that we ended up killing, just to make a little bit of money selling the teeth. Might have to reinstall Kenshi. Got a quick question. I tend to always play RTS style, but how well could I just do RPG style out of it? The game is mostly an RPG, actually, so there's a lot to do. Okay. In fact, that's why the first couple streams of this were pretty much an RPG. Now it's getting a bit into the RTS. Do I want to sell the combat cleaver? Maybe. The thing is, it's a hacker class weapon, and hacker classes are really reliable when you have a lot of people who aren't very good at fighting. But the value of this sword is actually not bad. But it's much better than mid-grade salvage. You know what? I'm going to switch to it. Yeah, I'm going to switch to it. And just sell the old horse chopper. It's not worth as much, but whatever. And we'll buy some fish, because that's pretty much the food in swamps that you can buy until we can get our own rice weed going. Rice weed will equate to a lot of food. I'm just worried about raptors attacking it. Haven't got any backpacks? No, but I wouldn't mind getting a couple soon. Probably 1 or 2 trader backpacks just for the sake of buying and selling. We got to start getting some money soon, because we're probably going to be buying food if they end up eating all of our farm stuff. Until we get turrets up and running. We want to get turrets fairly soon, so we want to upgrade the walls soon. So we're going to need to stockpile a little bit of building material. However, I just want to buy all the fish I can carry. Yeah, that's blew through almost all of our money, but we basically have to. Are you fucking... Someone's car alarm went off immediately outside my window. You're not even supposed to park right there. That's the middle of a street. Fucking idiots. All right, run back. We got a lot of fish. This is dried fish, right? Yeah, the dried fish is the highest nutrition fish. It's still not great. It doesn't actually give you a whole lot of nutrition for the price, but it's what we can get. All right. Green, I actually want you to wake up. Oh, he's in a fucking recovery coma. I thought he was asleep by choice right now. Great. I want him to get up because I really want Stubbs to sleep, because Stubbs' leg is ready to fall off. And I want him to heal that faster, so if we get in a fight, he's not going to get his leg lobbed off, because Stubbs is one of our better fighters. So I really do need him in a fight if a fight breaks out. You'll notice we're not bothering stealthing right now. It's pretty much because he can outrun probably anything that attacks right now. Maybe not Swamp Ninja if they're unharmed. Swamp Ninja are badasses. If we fight them in a group of 1 or 2, we'll win. But it's still dangerous. New Sims 4 add-on really changed the game. Tell me about it, because I don't know anything about the new add-on. But I do like Sims games. So genuinely tell me about it. I'm not using that just as an expression. Okay, we're good. Got the door closing again. Dejin's back in the base. I'll stealth him again. And hand out some fish. So everybody is eating at least a little bit. There we go. Let's also build a food barrel. So this is something that I find people often don't know is in the game. It only takes one building material. It's a food storage barrel. Just put it in the middle of your base or something. There we go. Everybody ate some dried fish. Beautiful. And it is super, super fucking useful because they'll automatically load it up with food when they have food that they don't know where to put. There we go. Just put some fish in there. And when they get really hungry, they'll automatically know to go check the food barrel. It's so convenient. Is our whoosh appropriate here? Did anyone not get the joke? I just didn't respond to it. I didn't feel like it needed to be responded to. I think it would be more appropriate if people vocalized that they didn't understand the joke. Anyway, let's get a storage container also for building material. So on building material storage, it requires an iron plate, for fuck's sake. Okay, we need to get enough iron plates then to actually build a machine to refine iron plates. So we need mining, iron refinery requires 6 plates. Okay, Dejin, we have another job for you then. All right, I'm gonna have them walk there, but in my experience, they often glitch out on their way there and get confused. So I'm a little worried. Okay, I saw text up there, and that was probably someone getting eaten by spiders. Usually if they're yelling, ah, no, and stuff, they're getting eaten by spiders. We're getting seen right now, but it's just by this guy, right? Wandering Assassin of the Shinobi Thieves, yeah. He's an ally, actually. Because we're a member of the Shinobi Thieves from episode 1. Jesus, $300 to get every expansion for Sims 4. That doesn't surprise me. It's EA. Okay, hold on. What's that? Who is that? A crippled swamp ninja who's missing a leg. He's awake, though. Okay, I was gonna say, why can't I loot him? That's a guy on the ground. And the answer is he's still alive. Okay. Okay, we need 6 iron plates. That's 4 of them. Can I put them side by side like that? Yes, I can. I might have to drop a fish. God, I really don't want to do that. Ugh, that hurts. Really don't want to have to drop a fish. Okay, and I think they also sell iron plates in here. Yes, they do. And they also sell books here, which is nice. Can't afford that. Oh, Jesus. Money is that dire, is it? Okay. Okay. We're gonna have to make a little bit of money then. That's okay. People die in here a lot. We can pick the bones of some people. Maybe. Hold on. Is someone taking damage back here? Hobbs? What's going on? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so this is what I was worried about. Some of the raptors are bashing my wall right now because the rice weed has grown enough that they want to eat my crops. Now, some of these guys, it's only one of them is hurt. Yeah, that's a shame. Because if they were really low health, I would just kill them. Okay, as long as I'm set to passive, they're not actually going to hurt me. However, I'm just going to open the door for them so they don't bash the gate for when, like, stuff I need to worry about arrives. They're not actually hostile to me, though. They just are trying to get to their target. If I click on them... Yeah, they're just finding crops. You fucking idiot. You're set to passive. What are you doing? Great. Oh my god. He's set to passive. Why did he attack? My guy attacked them. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep, they're all joining in now. Even though they're set to passive. What just happened? All right, well... Oop, no, unstealth them so that they move at full speed, but most of them have wounded legs. Okay, that may have been a glitch. I'm not entirely sure. We were set to passive and they didn't attack us first. So I don't know why that happened. But are people gonna lose legs? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna chalk that up to being a glitch. Yeah, was it F9? Yeah. I think that was a glitch. Are they so hungry they're trying to eat the raptors alive? No, that's not a thing. Is it because they're also set to ranged? No, that is also not a thing. Yeah, someone lost a leg due to that. That was not supposed to happen. Again, I've never seen that before, and that has me concerned now that we're gonna have more issues. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I saved before making the food barrel. Okay. Well, that's fine. That just means I'll carry more over there initially. So storage, we want food storage. Have them do that. Oh, I already set up a barrel. Oh, that was stupid of me. Just load that real quick. Apparently I set it then saved. Yeah, there it is. It's just nearly invisible. Okay. You've had times where this happened as well and you forgot to put someone on passive. I would suggest double checking that everyone's on passive. Okay. Yes, everybody is on passive. I'm just gonna select everyone, unpassive, and repassive just in case. That was weird and probably shouldn't have happened, which is pretty frustrating. Okay, there we go. I'll put all the food but one in there for now then. How do I deal with this? What we could do is take everybody up north. We could also leave the gate open, although that's not the funnest prospect in the world. We could build another gate across here. That wouldn't be a bad idea. You should name the outpost. We do need to name the outpost at some point, don't we? I'm taking suggestions if anybody in the chat has an idea. I wouldn't mind making a wall across here, just so I can have a double wall kind of thing going. Which is actually something I recommend, having a bit of like a, you know, like how you do like an air seal, for instance. All right, everybody's starting to get less hungry, which is nice. I can take small groups of raptors once we're healthy. The problem is we're not healthy yet. Once we have turrets as well, I'll be less concerned. So if we look at defense right now, there's no research we can do. So what's slowing us down right now, and in fact, this is what our next goal is as well, is to get tech level 2. However, we need a small house for that because the second level of research bench wouldn't fit there anyway. So the top priorities right now is we need to build something to refine our own iron plates. And then we need to get small house, which is 2 books, and then another 6 books for research bench level 2. Then we need to make it. Then we need to get a few more research benches, a few more research books to get wall level 2 and then turrets. At that point, I'm feeling a little bit safer. So we're thinking, I'm gonna say 4,000 cats for all of that. More if we also need to buy food. We have a little bit of money-making capability right now, but not much. We could sell water. Water is really not worth that much. If we were to get a backpack, it'd be a little bit better. But not much. Again, the sell value on this is pathetic. It'll be even less when we actually get to town. Water isn't worth much and takes up a lot of space, and it's heavy, so it's kind of dangerous walking with it. I'd rather be selling some kind of processed good. However, again, not super likely. Copper mining time? God, I don't want to resort to that. This is the most boring thing in the world. Do you like side-scrollers with a good story? It depends on the individual game. I usually do not care about story and side-scrollers. How do I want to handle this? Well, we could scavenge for a little while. The main problem is we already have a large group, and so people are going to start getting really hungry. Riceweed grows without water here. That is true, and we are growing riceweed, and sake is very valuable. However, raptors just broke in to eat our riceweed. So there's a problem with that idea, and I think you can see what it is. Katana Zero, it's good. I will check that out some other time. Let me just, because I have no idea. Katana Zero from images looks like not my kind of game, but I will look more into it some other time. All right. You love having Twitch on all of your devices. Does it notify you on any of them? Maybe get more beds so we can heal faster. We do have one sleeping bag, and I'd very much like to have more beds, but the thing is, once we get our hemp growing, we can just make beds. In fact, I could sell medic supplies if I could make that, but that's a little bit farther down research. Okay, so he's trying to find crops, and he's just standing there. He's not hurt at all. You know what? With how slow he walks, I bet you if Green were awake, I could kite him with my crossbow. You know what? If I can kite these raptors with my crossbow, then we're in good shape. Because they're going to drop meat and leather. The meat we cook to save money on food. The leather is just worth money. I mean, we can also make stuff with it later, but... Can we not just sleep on the floor? These people are pansies. I know, right? Just sleep on the hardwood floor. At least you're not going to get rained on. Can you set up crops in front of the outpost to keep the raptors away from the actual farm? Not impossible, but we'd need to get more crops in the first place to actually be able to start that farm. And also, it would... they only eat the crops once it's grown enough. So they'll just eat those crops and then, you know, try and bash their way in. We'll do some more experiments with that. Okay, so is that more raptors coming? Yeah, they're coming. They're trying to seek out crops. It seems like they don't even need to see the crop. They just magically know when crops are there. So what I'm going to do is open the door so that they never attack anything. They just come in and eat our crops. And do we have multiple farms? Seriously? And it is, like, impossible to see? Because I swear to God I set up a... I could have sworn I set up a hemp one. I guess I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't, or else I'd be able to see it doing that. Okay, I'm gonna let them walk in. You know, put on high speed. What happens here? Let's experiment. Everybody's set to passive, we know that, we double checked. Okay, we let them walk in. They're going over to the rice weed farm. They're gonna eat the rice weed. Okay, they're eating rice weed. Our people know. Did they eat all of it? Yes, it went down to growing 1%. So they ate all the rice weed and they're leaving. They're leaving badly. They're having a really hard time leaving. They're not the brightest. Give them time. They waddled on out. Okay. Yeah, we could put up, like, something to light near the farm so we can see where they are better. That's low priority, though. We got bullied by an extinct species. I like that. Okay. Okay, this is manageable, though. You can always get your way out of a bad situation in this game, which is something that I quite like about it. What is the storage container for iron? Just for, like, straight up ore. Copper, steel bar, iron plate, ore. Iron plate required? Damn. Because I want to start to be able to stack these things. Iron plate for building material as well. I want to be able to start stacking these things so I can go on trips selling them to get that little bit of money we need. If you attack one of them while the raptors get involved, I believe they do have a pack mentality, yes. Which would really fuck us up if it was a large group. What's not doing us any favors is I think that this right here might be where the raptor's home is, and it's very close to us. So raptors are going to be very, very common. Yeah, there's some over there as well. And raptors won't often show up wounded. Like, spiders will often show up wounded. Raptors won't, because raptors don't pick fights very often. Do you have any guide on how to play this game? I have like a 5-minute guide or something with tips on the games. 7 great tips to improve at Kenshi. That's what it's called. It's on YouTube. It's not a tutorial though. Anyway, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I am gonna do a village run with Dejin.